The United States Coast Guard is notable as the oldest life-saving service in the world. Today, there are nearly 42,000 men and women on active duty. The U.S. Coast Guard Academy in New London, Connecticut, graduates and commissions approximately 250 officers each year. I'm Eric Clemons for Comcast Newsmakers in Comcast's Connecticut studio. Captain Glenn Sulmasy joins me to discuss the USCGA right now. And Captain, welcome to the program.
Thanks so much for having me, Eric.
Tell us a little bit about where is the Coast Guard Academy and what does it offer?
Well, Eric, the U.S. Coast Guard Academy is in New London, Connecticut, right in our southeastern corner of the great state. And what we offer is a Bachelor of Science degree. It's one of the 4 military academies in the United States, and right here in New England, right in southeastern Connecticut, is the crown jewel, as Governor Rell used to refer to her as, the U.S. Coast Guard Academy. And so we offer a 4-year education and offer young cadets a full free education, tuition free, and an opportunity to serve their country.
All right. Tell me a little bit about the history of the institution, if you will.
The Academy actually began in 1876 on a Coast Guard cutter, the cutter Dobbin, with 10 cadets, if you will, and we refer to them as cadets. And from there, it moved to Fort Trumbull in 1910. So in 1910, the Academy moved ashore in Fort Trumbull, which is a state park now. And you'll see visions and pictures of the cadets back from 1910 to 1932. And then the city of New London offered the land, gave the land to the U.S. Coast Guard Academy to build in 1932. And we've been home at U.S. Coast Guard Academy in New London since 1932.
Wow. What makes the Coast Guard Academy different from other colleges and universities or even other military academies?
Sure, I think other colleges, certainly it's a regiment. It's you have 3 major prongs, if you will, military, athletic, and academic. And you do have uniforms, marching, drills, parades, formations, as well as attending classes. And every cadet is expected to participate 2 of 3 semesters, 2 of 3 sports seasons. They have to either play intercollegiate sports or intercompany sports. So it's expected for them to do that. And so we're different than obviously Yale, Harvard, Dartmouth. But of the 4 military academies, we're the smallest of the 4. So you have West Point, Annapolis, and Air Force, but the Coast Guard Academy is that special magical place in New London that commissions Coast Guard officers, but is a small, tight-knit group, as the Coast Guard is out when they graduate. So you learn early on to be close-knit, supportive, and loyal to one another.
Get a little more personal now. What can you tell me about your experience as a cadet and at the Academy and now as a senior faculty member?
Well, I will tell you, it's very interesting. As a cadet, I loved it. I loved every minute of it. Most cadets don't say that. It's a tough thing to go through. I enjoyed the discipline. I probably needed the discipline, as many youth do today, and enjoyed it. I majored in government and wanted to be a JAG or a Coast Guard lawyer, and fortunately I've done that and gone on to do that. And the difference now is being the chair of the Department of Humanities, overseeing 40 faculty, and we offer 8 majors. And the Coast Guard Academy is predominantly in engineering, a STEM school, but we are housed with all different disciplines dealing with social sciences, international relations, intelligence, law, public policy, ethics, history. I think the opportunity for me to look back and see what I was like and to oversee these cadets now in an academic setting, and I think I'm probably more compassionate, if you will, looking back on what these cadets are going through every day and what they sacrifice now for 4 years, and then they're sacrificing to serve their country. I really respect them for what they're about to do.
Can you tell us what cadets can expect in the months and the years following their graduation?
Sure. They're expected to serve for that free education 5 years, and every cadet, once they graduate, after 4 years, they'll expected to serve in some capacity. Normally they go to cutters. They normally go to ships. We do offer several opportunities for flight school and to go to shore billets, but the real idea is the Coast Guard is a seagoing service, and we want to get them out on cutters. So they'll be in the Caribbean, in the Middle East, in Alaska, overseas, Texas, coastal waters, Florida, so they could be involved in the drug war, ice breaking, warfare. It depends on what we do, and we're really a multi-mission service, maritime service that serves the country to the best of its abilities.
All right, Captain, thanks so much for being with us on the program
today.
Thank you
so much for having me. Thanks for having me.
And thank you for watching this edition of Comcast Newsmakers. I'm Eric Clemons. See you next time.